Hello again YouTube, Mad Dog here. This little video is a bit of a fire tinder video. As you all probably remember, recently I've been to Sherwood Forest, and during one of the videos that I made whilst I was out there, I showed this little fella that I gathered. This is a polypore fungus, the horsehoof mushroom. Grows on most UK trees, predominantly the birch tree. So a good size dead piece of fungus. So I've just pulled that off the tree, brought it home with me and let it dry out for a few days. And as you can see, hopefully if this will pick up, the inner part of this fungus is the bit we're interested in, the fibrous part. So what I'm going to do is try and break a piece of this off, if it will, like so. Still quite damp on the inside, so not sure how this will map out, but if this will pick up, hopefully you can see this is the bit we're interested in, the very veiny, hair-like material. Not too bothered about the pith, you know, the crust. Once it's dry, this is excellent tinder. So what I'm going to do is just roughly scrape a few fibres just to open them up a little bit to try and accept a spark, just so we get a nice little bird's nest going on in there. Don't have to go crazy with it, hopefully, just like that. And then we'll throw a few sparks at it, see if we can get a coal established. So this might be a bit fickle and awkward on this slidey old baking tray, but we'll give it a go. Just for reference, it's 9:15 at the moment, at night. Just go again. I've got a coal there, but not where I intended, so I'm going again. So hopefully, as you can see, we've got a little coal forming there. So we'll just try and tease that into life. Not sure if this will take, to be honest. It's probably still too damp. Not looking very hopeful. We'll persevere. We're starting to get the makings of a coal here. So just gently keep blowing on it. Feed that little ember until it will sustain itself. Now once you've got that coal established, the beauty with this is you can drill a hole, bore a hole through this fungus, tie a piece of string cordage through there, carry this with you. Now like I said, it's about 9:15 at night. So what I'm going to do is let this establish and probably come back in an hour's time to see how this is getting on, just to show you how long lived this coal is and how effective it is at carrying this with you, so that when you've gone on a hike, you've trekked 4 or 5 hours or more in some cases, you can stop, unbelt this, take it from your pack, whatever, and get your bird's nest ready. Put your coal that's still in there into the nest, and hopefully blow it into life without all the hard work of firelighting. So it's still going, but it's struggling because this is still too damp really. So what I'm going to do is try and let that establish, and I'll cut back in an hour and see how effective this is. Might even, whoops, might even take it outside, bit of a bird's nest, and blow it into life just to show you it working. So that's the polypore fungus anyway. It's worth remembering, and what I would recommend is a small tin with a piece of this in that you can keep it dry. It's got to be dry, obviously, that's why I'm struggling here. And then once you want to extinguish it, once you've lit your flame, your bird's nest into flame, drop that back in the tin, put the lid on, and because it will burn all the oxygen in there, it will self-extinguish, and then you've got it again for the next time you want to use it. It is getting there, as you can probably see now. Good little tinder, nice little tip, worth remembering to carry your coal, your lit ember with you when going hiking, or if you are in a survival situation. That's the polypore mushroom, the horsehoof fungus. Like, you can imagine a piece this size, once you've got that lit up, will last, you know, for hours and hours, you know, a day plus in some cases. But it's got to be dry, so harvest it in advance, let it dry out before using it. So I'll give it an hour, we'll come back to this in an hour and we'll take it from there. Stay tuned. Yeah. Hello again. So about an hour's elapsed even. Polypore's pretty well burnt through, so I'm just going to add that into some of my jute twine tinder now. You could use natural material, but at the moment we've had a good soaking and everything around here is wet through and wouldn't be ideal for tinder, so we'll try it with this. I'm trying to set fire to my hands. We'll see how we go. Like always, when blowing anything to a flame, take your time, don't rush it, let the heat build slowly. Don't go crazy blowing like a madman, there's no need. There we go, we got fire. Yeah, yowza. So as you can see, it does work, it is effective. We've got ourselves a fire. So again, top little tip from the Mad Dog, don't neglect funguses, keep them in your pocket, dry them out. The apple crab fungus, they work well as well. Any fungus that you can find, usually on the birch tree, are good, usually over here in the UK. So proof of the pudding and all that. Thank you all very much for watching, I hope you find some of this useful. See you on the next one, which won't be long as always. Mad Dog signing off. Yeah.